if you can hear me. I came unprepared to class today. So, yeah, in my excitement of everything that was going on last night, I forgot to schedule the stream. I forgot to find the camera. Then when I did find the camera, I can't get it to work. So I got no camera this morning. Yay. Because Dave 2.0 is missing, and 3.0, the connector is not wanting to connect. I don't know what's going on there. So, yeah. So I'm just going to wait for people to start rolling in. Yeah, so, I know I'm supposed to be live like 3 days ago, 3 weeks ago, months ago. But here I am. Yay. So, good morning, good morning. Gonna just mostly talk this morning. It's a talking stream. Just letting you guys know that. Talk about what's going on. I'll have video tomorrow. I promise. Video tomorrow will be a thing. So, and Restream's really got to get a thing going to where they can show me where who's in here. Am I missing something? Come on, Restream. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if my chat's working or not either. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Alright. Ooh. Hey, Mitt. How you doing? Yeah, I'm not going to have much for video today. Dave 3.0, the connector, I think went bad. Hey, Teresa, good morning. You're up early. What are you doing up? Have you been to sleep yet? It's okay. I haven't had much sleep either, so I can't say anything. Oh. Okay. So I'm having coffee because I've been up. I just got up to feed the angels. And I'm letting Lainey and Lady, my one pair of angels that are in one of my 29s, do the parent raising thing. Well, they're good at it at least. The babies are still they're doing better than I did. Okay, and tomorrow I'll have video proof of this. I'll put up a short later too. But they keep moving between two places. They take them from this angled slate that I put in there, from there to a leaf, and they keep back and forthing the babies. I don't know why they keep doing that, but they keep doing it. And then when I feed them, it's the coolest thing because they grab all the food in their mouth and kind of chew it up and then spit it on the pile of babies. I guess they're like, here, kids, eat. It's like, well, I've seen weirder things in nature. So, and I'm kicking myself because I haven't gotten more video of this. So, I am gonna let them try this again, and next time I am gonna set the camera up and get as much of it as I can. I wasn't expecting this to happen so soon again because it hadn't even been 2 weeks since the last time they spawned. So I figured I'd had another few days to get ready before they spawned, and then a week early, bam, I got eggs. And I'm like, oh boy, okay. So I've got eggs, and I'm like, I'm not ready to pull these. And Nerd had suggested, let them try to parent raise them. He was like, just let them keep them. And I did not figure they would last the night because none of the eggs have made it overnight. Now, changes did happen, okay? In that tank, I used to have like 8 plecos and my group of cories. I took 2 plecos out and a group of cories. And the group of cories, they're gone. So it's just Lainey, Lady. There's 1 cory and like 4 little plecos in there. They really are. And they really did spawn really fast. So yeah, the next day I get up and the eggs are still there. And I noticed there were a couple of white ones. And I'm like, okay, well, they fertilized them, so that's cool. And a few hours later, I noticed those white eggs were gone. A few more had turned white in different spots, and I was like, did I imagine that? And luckily, I had taken a short of it, so I did go back and like a short little video of it. I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, that is different. So as the eggs were turning white, they were picking them off, but just the white ones, not the other ones. They weren't like consuming all the eggs like normally. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I got a little too close to the tank and scared Lainey, and Lainey came like charging at me and into the side of the glass. And I was like, oh no, I gotta leave them alone. So I told everyone stay away from the tank. Don't go over there unless we're giving them food. Stay away. But that's when other things started happening. So a few days later, I noticed like the wall of eggs that they laid was starting to like move, and I was like, well, that's cool looking. And then the next day, the eggs were gone, and I was like, what the heck? And I noticed that lady was swimming over a leaf, and I looked down, and there's a wave of little angelfish eggs on this leaf, and I'm like, y'all moved them? Like, I didn't think you were gonna do that. And so then the next day, they were gone again. They put them back on the slate. I'm like, what? So like it's like every other day they move them between the slate and the leaf, and the slate and the leaf. So don't know what the deal is with that, but they're starting to do little hops now. And I thought they would be free swimming by this morning, but they are not. So I'm hoping by tomorrow they will be free swimming. And again, I'll get the camera figured out. I think I've got to go. There's a little connector that goes from the USB to the USB-C. And for some reason, it won't work on the USB on my laptop, but it will work through the USB-C. I don't know what's going on with that camera. So I've got to go find another connector. I don't know. I don't pretend to be a computer expert. I just like fish. Oh. And I've got a big algae problem going on in my quarry tank, so I've got to clear that up. I've been scrubbing that stuff out like crazy. So, yeah. And that's what's been going on, y'all. It's not been a lot going on, but it is neat to see, and I feel really bad that I haven't recorded all of it. We had a lot going on over the past like month or so between Mr. Mouse's legs. We had a death in the family, and that was crazy, but it's okay. I have processed. I am good. It was mostly my niece. My niece's dad passed away. So, that was going on. And yeah, so that, and then the angel spawned, and I got so excited, I just forgot to do anything. I forgot to film it. I forgot to, I just forgot to do the things. But yeah, and mostly, and I really should have, because, thinking back on it, hindsight is, this was the first time doing it, and maybe I need to get over the fears of just showing y'all what's going on and just let y'all see. It's like right now, Lainey's over there cleaning up the leaf again, so I think they're going to move the eggs again. So maybe after the stream, I will pull out the phone and take some videos of them moving the eggs. And tomorrow, if they're still on the slate, though, I do want to, I want to get out the microscope camera. And even if they're on the leaf, I could get it out, and we could like see what they actually look like at this stage. They hatched Friday. Yeah. I believe they hatched Friday, and it is now Tuesday. So a lot of changes in just that short amount of time with these guys. And I've got to do a water change, and luckily they don't seem to be as aggressive right now. They're not. They kind of backed off a little. They don't try to come, bang themselves into the glass when I go to feed them anymore. So I'm gonna try to get over there with just a hose. I'm not gonna put the python in there. I think that would just piss them off immensely. And just siphon, a couple of gallons of water out, and then top it back off with some fresh water. Hey, Mr. Mouse. Good to see ya. And then the Corys are still doing good. Between everything, I forgot to look to see if they were spawning too. Like to keep a better eye on them about it. I go over there, feed them, and I haven't like sat there and like watched them see what their behavior's been because I've been watching the angels so much. So it's possible I have babies in that tank, but other than like I said, cleaning it up, giving them some food, I haven't really like sat and watched them. Which is like it's so fun to do. It's just like, set up a fish tank and you just watch them and they do all these little spawning behaviors. It's so cool to watch. Like, more people should totally do this. If you would like an aquarium, please talk to anyone who has one. They will have you one set up in like 5 minutes. But yeah, there's been then okay. I'm doing the squirrel thing here. I really need to make notes for my live streams. Eventually, I will remember to do that too. It's on the list of things that I forget that I have a list of things to do. So last night, I was sitting here and I was, keeping an eye on Lainey and Lady. And I look over to the other 29, and that pair of angels has decided to spawn. And they've got like a mess of eggs going. And I was like, wow, okay, we've got eggs over here. We got a lot of eggs. So that's good. But they were still laying them. So I took a little short of them. And I was like, more eggs, yay! But those two finally got it together because they were laying them, and instead of like laying them and then him fertilizing them and her coming back and eating them all, she actually like left them and then started, putting more up there. And as I was watching them, I fell asleep. And if you saw the short I put up yesterday of it, you noticed that when I showed the eggs, that was between like little passes of them laying the eggs. You notice Mr. Loach had kind of popped out to look and see what was going on. So I'm sitting here waiting for them to get done because, I give them a few hours to do their thing and then I'll pull the slate. And I'm sitting here and I dozed off. And when I woke up this morning, I look over and all the eggs are gone. And I was like, oh, Mr. Loachy, why did you do it? You didn't have to eat them, buddy. So, yeah, Mr. Loach has got to come out of that tank if I am going to have a chance of spawning the angelfish because they quit eating them. Now I just need him to quit eating them. So, yeah. Yeah. And Oh, I did have an idea though for tonight because I got a security camera, like an indoor one, and it's not really mounted to anything. But I do think because if they are gonna move them from the slate to the leaf again, hey, overly overstocked Oscars, is that only Oscars? Is that June? um, but yeah, if I'm going to try to catch on moving them from the slate to the leaf. I'm thinking now if I set up that little camera, every time they swim by it, it's going to cut the camera on. So I'll catch them moving them from here to here. And I have tested that because I used to take videos of Mr. Whiskers with his little brood. That's how I caught him, playing. The first time I caught him playing hockey with the snails. So if you have breeding plecos, take your mystery snails out of the tank. I like the name change. I do. Oh, yeah. So if you have plecos and you have mystery snails, you can keep them together. But if they are breeding, just know anytime they get near that cave, he will thwart them with his tail, and it could break their shells, and it could kill them. So maybe move your snails or move your pleco. And that's a bristle nose too, man. Mr. Whiskers was a beast. Tomorrow, you guys should get to see his kids too. I'm very happy about that. His kids are getting big. Mrs. Whiskers is still like, yeah, I'm not getting on camera. Again, sorry about the no camera today, guys. I will figure out what's going on with that video today and get my camera running. But I really do think it is the adapter, not the actual port, because I was able to plug something else up in it and it was detected. So yeah, I got tired of playing with it, so I was like, I'm just gonna go live early. So yeah, that's why I started 10 minutes ago. But it's mostly, this morning's just an update of what's going on, and I will start doing my morning live streams again. I'm sleeping more regularly at night than I was. The heat was really killing me, so I wasn't sleeping very good. And then I started sleeping during the day because it's so hot, and then just drained from it. So yeah, waking up first thing in the morning wasn't happening. But, oh right, y'all. But I guess that's really all I got going on. Oh yeah, so the Shelleys. What's going on with the Shelleys and the Pistos between me and Jeff? I was supposed to send them out yesterday, but it's still in the 90 degrees here, and that is a concern for me. So I'm looked at the temperature today, and it's supposed to be in the 90s again. But tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 80s. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ship them out tomorrow. I need to message him, let him know that I am gonna ship tomorrow. I'm gonna overnight them to him, and then when it's cool enough for him to hit the Shelleys back to me, then I'll get those. But I would prefer to wait till it's a little cooler for him to ship me the Shelleys, just because I know the heat here can flip flop on the drop of a dime. So if I've got to wait another month to get them for him to send to me, I'm okay with that. Just because of the way our heat is, I could probably get them out of here and up to him faster before the heat catches up than vice versa. But yeah, so y'all wish me luck because this is my first real shipping attempt to not myself. So, yay. I'm excited. That is a tinge of fear in there. You know, I figured too what I would do is I've got like two groups of Apistos. I had one for Jeff and another one. So like I'm gonna keep the other one on reserve just in case. Um, they're just gonna hang out until I know his group got there successfully, in case I have to do it again. So y'all wish me luck, because I've got to start getting the box together today and get everything ready to go for tomorrow. So I'm real excited. I'm real excited, y'all. I'm finally gonna ship. But after that, if everything makes it okay, then I'll start. If once the angels get big enough, um, I'll have them put up for sale. So yay, angelfish! So many angelfish, potential babies. All right, y'all. I know it's a short one. I'm gonna go try to figure out what's going on with my camera and get some more coffee in me. I hope y'all have a good day. Sorry it's a short one. Sorry there was no video. But yeah, I'm still here. I'm still, still doing my thing. Just got a little crazy. Shipping is scary. It is so scary. I've been overthinking it left and right. So I am I'm ready to do it. So it's again, I figure if I overnight to him and it's going to be in the 80s here, and it's going to be, I think, roughly the 80s with him, I should be able to get him to him Friday, and it will be okay. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go get some more coffee, y'all. I'm sorry it's a short one. I'm sorry there's no video. I'm gonna figure that out, and I'll get, I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule that stream now. But mornings are back. I'm doing the morning thing again. We're here. We're gonna start it up again. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Have a good day. Go feed your fish. Talk to y'all later. Bye.